This channel, Find Yourself, deals with knowing your true self and operating from the being and finding and walking with truth, which means we have a normal tendency to be in hypocrisy, that we talk about great values at peace, say that we have to be loving everybody, we have to be global citizens, there should be kindness, there should be truth, there should be no divisiveness and identity with language and nationhood and religion, and all are one, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, all this we talk. But when we actually practice and go into the world of relationships and into the marketplace, as it were, we tend to be hypocritical. We participate in an unconscious collective behavior where we follow with a herd mentality the conditioning for which we have been used since childhood. Which means when we are born innocent, we are then conditioned by language, religion, nationhood, whatnot, and then it becomes a veil or a separate self above our pure innocent being which was there as a child. Giving an example, let us say there is a country A and a country B. In country A, if you go to a class 5 children and ask where is God, they will all together show their heart place and say, here is God, He resides in me. You go to country B and say, where is God? They will say, He does not exist. At an young, tender age, when they are in 5th standard, this is how the teachings, the beliefs, the faith will play a role with a kind of a propaganda which conditions the mind, and when you grow into an adult without any consciousness or awareness of what are your choices and what you are doing, you fall into the trap of being a prisoner for defending whatever has been your identity, which could be due to language or location or whatever. So this therefore blinds you. This is one kind of people who actually fall into this conditioning where they kind of assume an identity and do not see truth as real. This also goes into, ritual practices, this goes into superstitions and all kinds of prison it creates unknowingly, and it is normally an unconscious state of mind which does this following because there is no awareness of the truth. So we miss the truth here. The second place is that there are some rebels who want to just say that whatever is being done by this group A is wrong. So they want to take a freak path, like a hippies or whatever, or as a rebel, and they just start opposing and doing a different kind of living unconsciously again by opposing what is going on. So that is the second group of collective unconsciousness that exists. The third type of people is what we are talking in Finding Yourselves. For example, this YouTube channel doesn't expect any likes or any subscription or even any listening, but it is made with a purpose to give a fragrance of triggering the minds, triggering the being inside to be able to see truth or decondition. So there are a lot of non-sermons but only certain metaphysical, metaphysical sharings and dehypnotizing to return to the source is being given here to trigger the person to go to the source operating from the being. Now, what is this operating from the being would mean? It would mean that you are spontaneous and you are conscious all the time of your choices. That is the most important thing of knowing yourself. So there is a deep understanding and experience, and this deep understanding and experience is what you have experienced and learned with a conscious awareness, not what you have been conditioned into, not what you are rebelling into. You are basically in a mode where you are operating from your deep inner being, where you are understanding and you have not just talking hypocritically about all are one, but basically understanding a shared being concept with all other beings and a shared being concept with the God consciousness, as it were. And this shared being with peace is the nature of the true self. And this source one has to go into. This finding yourself is the channel where information is available for you to move into such a practice to reverse and become a conscious self. The belief is that it is the individual transformation which brings a conscious being into this planet Earth, which can make, therefore, a global citizen or a man, a new man kind of a concept. This is possible only when, if the individual transforms in himself and walks the spiritual path he talks about, walks the compassion and love path he talks about, walks non-divisive path he talks about. If this practice is not fragmented, then you have found yourself. That is the basic message of this YouTube channel, Find Yourself. Thank you.